Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Two Worlds 2 on Nickname Master Darius. Last we left off, we had just gone to level 20, which is not a bad achievement, I like to think. At some point, I'm going to be needing to enter that room. Don't know when, but at some point. Anyways, now I gotta talk to this dude again.
You again? I hear they've been keeping you busy.
Yursk, how are you?
Much better, thanks.
Basil says you might be able to help me solve a problem.
He's staying with his mother. Southwest side of Shaznadar.
I'll handle it from here.
Really? Nothing else I can help you with?
What can you tell me about him?
What can you tell me about him?
Speaking about the soon-to-be recently departed is a little too morbid for my taste. In my experience, it's best practice not to know.
Okay. What about this Ressa?
Thanks, Yursk. I'll see you soon.
I'm sure you will.
I pressed X, not Y. I don't even know why I pressed X and not Y. Wait, are you a shop? You are a shop. I won't lie, I was kind of hoping to find those eggs. So I can just purchase them and be done with that quest. That quest be funky, yo. I do have multiples of this. Oop. Went naked. I really gotta do more alchemy. Also, I still don't... I don't know when I'm going to get 5,000 HP. But apparently that's the thing that's going to happen at some point. Dismantle. Man, the wieldy Naginata does seem pretty cool. It's just straight up slashing damage, but not an axe. And get rid of this F. It's a shame these boots aren't better than my stuff. Although I could probably upgrade my stuff now. So what do I do with this stuff? Or do I seriously... Oh, excuse me. God damn. Okay, fuse. There we go. What? Did I just get screwed out of that? I feel like I just got screwed out of that. Anyways, let's go and kill a man in his mother's house. Sounds a little bit more messed up if I put it like that. Where are ye? West side of town, that's west. I don't know what I did to earn that little bit of the guard's ire. Not like I was pickpocketing something.
Don't get left with passengers square.
God damn it. These streets are going to be the death of me. If only because I'm going to get terribly lost. Oh, potions.
Nothing but the
boss. Calling it now, something's going to go up. Hello. Not sure how I feel about this place being a slightly maze-like.
What's this?
They probably just want me to kill the dude and not kill his mum. Who knows? Maybe his mother is an outstanding citizen. Or maybe I should silence her as well.
Hey.
Ooh. New pants. There's... I feel like that these would be a stair down. Boink. Nice hookah. Hi. You're Gart. This is the wrong house.
New shipment just arrived from aspiring young craftsmen.
I thought that guy was just like, no shit. It's like, listen, I don't... I assume that the quests automatically give me themselves whenever I go and do things. Offer me a reward regarding information. No. Should tell Valaren what I found. I don't want to tell Valaren what I found. Don't know what to do. Jared helped me up, but a job's a job, and I need... Oh, that Jared. Okay. Job's a job. Man, I can't believe it took me that long to connect which character was who. That's a lie. Wait, is there a new quest in there? Is that why that's glowy glowy? I still don't know whether or not I'm going to even bother with the skill books for archery anymore. I say anymore. Wasn't even doing so in the first place. It's a weird hot take. I find it weird that they make it so as you can attack people, but you can't kill them. I mean, sure. Good. Oh, okay.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't kill him.
Any reason in particular?
Any reason in particular?
I think you know why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. How far do you really plan to take this?
As far as I have to. None of this matters. Mirage, Basil, Jared. I don't expect you to understand. But I'm here for something much more important.
Then convince him to leave the city. Tell Basil you've done your job.
I'll think about it.
Where'd you suddenly get a conscience? I don't know, she didn't really seem like the type that was going to care about whether or not I killed someone. Hey, Basil. Or Jared.
Jared,
Oh, it's you. A little ironic, isn't it?
you knew they were coming?
Well, not today. Paranoia is like a wildfire in these circles.
Oh, right. the
All it
informant.
takes is a whisper.
Basil said the same thing.
I bet. You were fetching medicine for sickly mothers a couple days ago. Valerian's got you by both balls, doesn't he?
Jared,
Look, I understand. If I hadn't lost my nerve, I'd probably be at some other poor bastard's doorstep giving him the same somber speech. For what it's worth, I hope you find it.
Find what?
Whatever's worth all of this. Whatever's worth killing for. I thought it was my mother. Couldn't imagine anything more important. But apparently you can.
I wonder if you could have, like... I don't know, just completely ignore this conversation when in an axe swinging. Instead, he decides to try to give you some story. See, here's my thing. I'm a something of an evil DM half the time, so I'm usually like, you know what? If someone sent you out to do a job, they'd usually want proof of that job being done. But maybe they don't really need a proof, I don't know.
Go. Get out.
What?
Take her. Disappear. No friends, new names. You vanish completely. You've never even been to Hammondor.
I don't know what to say. Mother! Grab a coat! We're going out!
And now just gonna give him a couple of minutes because he's got some loot in here that I want. Listen, I could have just murdered him. I don't know why the hell
What do we
I
have
was
here?
up on the chest like that, but okay. Well, listen, I could have murdered him. Like, something of a murder hobo that I've kind of been playing as in this game. I don't know what you're talking about. But I wonder how much that actually affects anything. Jared's journal. I'm gonna read this and regret letting him go, aren't I? Gonna be like, haha, that sucker main character. What the frick is it? There it is. Royally screwed. This evening, Valerian cornered me. He said he'd tell Basil everything if I didn't agree to work for him. That it was me who stole all that money from the wagers. Guess I have to do it. What would Mother do alone if they killed me? Yards, I must be crazy to do this. Today I gave Valerian the first leak. If someone sees me talking to him, I'm done. That'll spell the end for old Jared. Royally screwed. Almost not feeling too well. Doctor said it's probably the Red Death. Said a few weeks rest and medication will be absolutely necessary at this point. Need to get that due. Oh, right. That's what I did. Listen, I don't remember all the characters, alright? Why did I agree to that bastard's proposition? I can't live like this. Gangster by day, informant by night. The Mirage would have killed me by now if he knew. So why am I looking over my shoulder? He even has a few men in the city guard. I wish I were a more pious man, then at least I could pray. Mom's worse than ever, heavy coughing, needs more dew. I don't know how, but I've managed to stay alive this long, but who am I fooling? I'm still a dead man. Love you, Mom. If you read this, really, it was always me and never your fault as a mother. Okay, not regretting killing him yet. Can I not open that door? They really did expect me to just walk in, chop off his head, walk out, didn't they? Alright. So, here's a good question. Does Basil know that I've told him to sod off? Better question, is it still pointing me to... Spared him, told him to leave the city, but Basil should only hear that the job is finished. Yep. Where the hell? Did I accidentally turn off the quest? I guess I accidentally turned off the quest. Whoops. Wrong area. I do bet that this game would play a lot quicker if I did do mouse and keyboard, but I don't know. Action games like this feel more at home with a controller in hand. At least personally. That might just come from, you know, basically playing video games as a kid. Using a controller as opposed to a PC, because we weren't a PC house. At least not until like 2005 or such. You're not even gonna... Alright.
So, it's done then?
And the mother. As far as anyone will be able to tell, they left town during the night.
Well, aren't you a creative little prick? Mirage has taken quite an interest in you.
I thought no one sees him.
They don't. He communicates through a single agent. They call him Tongue, fittingly enough.
How can I find him?
Don't get ahead of yourself. I only brought you here to fulfill our arrangement. I simply thought you'd be interested to know what impact your actions have had as of late.
So what can you tell me about the Tower of Fangs, sir?
What can you tell me about the Tower of Fangs?
I can tell you that even talking about it has brought about the death of more powerful men than either of us. Some say he's protected by Gandahar himself. I know you have a death wish, but some things are worse than death. Rumors say that Captain is the only one ever to go inside. Then again, Rumors also say he rides a horse made of crystal.
We're gonna find the captain.
The captain. Where can I find him?
Such information isn't so simple to acquire, even for myself. All I can do is give you his name. Falinan Neiman.
No wonder everyone calls him the captain.
It's not exactly native to this region, though neither is he. He owned a slaughterhouse in Chesnadar nearly a decade ago. When the Imperials began repurposing land without compensation, he fought back. They attempted to arrest him. He killed 3 guards with his bare hands. He's been recruiting men ever since. Just enough to mess with the status quo. Their so-called guerrilla tactics usually end up leaving us with more problems. They destroy shipments we plan to steal, kill guards we pay to walk away. But I have to ask, what's your interest in it?
It's personal.
A vendetta, then? I know the look. Couldn't stop you if I wanted to.
Also because of the sax. What's up with Rissa?
Can you tell me about Risa?
I see that my newest pearl got herself a new admirer. She came here a few weeks ago looking for work. When she came into my office, I just couldn't refuse, if you know what I mean. I could have arranged a meeting with her in a quiet place, but I don't think you have that kind of money.
I appreciate it.
Likewise. Before you go...
Sorry, Basil, but...
Relax. It's simply an open offer.
What kind of offer?
I arrange fights from time to time. You know, to entertain the locals. If you ever find yourself in need of extra auras...
Listening.
I'm listening.
The fights take place at the pit, the arena where the Brotherhood used to train. Speak with a run. Give him the phrase, "You can swallow a pot of blood before you get sick." He'll know that I sent you.
Is it supposed to be illegal? Why? I don't know. I guess it feels silly asking a question like that, whether, you know, pit fighting's illegal or whatnot, but... I don't know. Oh, and suddenly they don't want to talk to me. Healing potion.
Hey.
Like, I did that deed, Risa. Risa. What am I talking again? I'll run. Something about you can swallow a pint of blood before getting sick. Can't help but wonder now why the hell they gave you multiple torches in this. Because it doesn't seem like the torches actually run out. Hi.
Where me be woe, O good sir, thou know'st. Natheless, to try and live life gay I vowed, and verily I weet my foreward. Forsooth, I shall await thy return with heart blithe. Thus I thee pray.
I don't have time for this bullshit.
I don't know, it's something funny about coming back up to him every so often. Okay, seriously, where's this dude? Got an offer to fight in the arena for some extra auras, located somewhere in the Brotherhood Guild. Sounds like a lucrative opportunity. I mean, yes. Kind of thought that the fights, I don't know, get transported because of the fights. I don't know. Hi. You seem to be an individual that I can talk to while having some bitchin' armor. Pray I don't need to kill you.
I thought you'd be taller.
I'm sorry.
Forgive my manners. They call me Tongue. Perhaps you've heard of me. Knowing who you are, however, is what I'm paid for.
I know who you are.
I've heard you've been asking about the Tower of Fangs. Quite carelessly, I might add. But if you'd like a more definitive answer to such an ambiguous question, I'd advise you to follow me.
I mean, I guess I'll continue the plot some. I was gonna do a little bit of fighting.
My fault.
But I guess I can do this. Hey, look, it's this area that I totally said that I was going to be important for something. Don't you dare try to kill me. Didn't mean to do that.
After you. I must apologize for this perceived dishonesty.
Open the gate. Now.
Not yet. I'm afraid I cannot ask you to perform the task at hand without knowing you are competent enough to complete it.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mr. Mirage offers you information about the whereabouts of one captain, who, as you probably already know, is the only one to return from the tower alive.
And what does Mr. Mirage want in return?
Nothing for the moment. Mr. Mirage offers this information as a sign of good faith.
Why the trap, then?
It's nothing personal, I assure you. Mr. Mirage is very ritualistic when it pertains to hiring new people. Do you still wish to learn where to find the captain?
Yes.
Then you'll find him with his party in seclusion south of here. Less than a mile, to be more precise. He's built a camp within a small village there. I recommend inquiring about the specifics with the rebels in the area. Now, back to business. Gentlemen, you may begin. Good luck.
Sir, you just sent a couple of men to their deaths. Just want to point that out.
Warned you.
Ah, yes. Your men were such threats.
Quite impressive. There's a slight theatricality to your methods.
What, the spinning?
What kind of test was this?
The kind you live to complain about, apparently. Which leaves me with the pleasure of announcing that Mr. Mirage would like to make you an offer.
What if I'm not interested?
While your hesitance might be considered measurably understandable, suggesting that Mr. Mirage isn't the type of person one should consider refusing seems in order.
What's the offer?
You've made several inquiries into a series of murders that recently took place.
I have.
Then it's safe to assume you know that 8 years ago, Mr. Mirage inherited control of Hatmandor's underground.
He cut his way to the top.
In a manner of speaking. Before Mr. Mirage received his inheritance, he was forced to remove Tors Daram, his predecessor. Several of his followers, however, refused to cooperate.
I heard. He had them killed, their families as well.
After we cleansed Daram's residence, Mr. Mirage later discovered a stone left unturned. A boy. A son.
He wasn't accounted for.
Someone was silenced in his stead. Daram's nephew. The resemblance was striking, so close in fact that by the time we discovered our error, Daram's heir was nowhere to be found.
And now you think that he's...
Yes, this is Mr. Mirage's assumption.
And you want me to...
To correct this error, naturally.
And in return?
Money, of course. It's worth noting that the good faith he's shown thus far is extended to relevant financial matters as well. Furthermore, if you succeed, our interest in your services may prove to become much more consistent.
I'm almost tempted to do, well, I'm pleased to inform you that you can now ask Mr. Mirage to die in a fire, but... Plot.
I'll do it.
Good. You should begin with Zask, the only remaining Daram loyalist left by both our target and our employer.
Why was he spared?
Mr. Mirage wisely assumed that if Daram's son returned to the city, he'd contact Zask. He's been monitored ever since, yet our assumption now seems flawed.
Then why bother?
We're simply interested in knowing if we missed something, so it is part of your task to discover this before our situation escalates.
That's typo.
This is espionage, not an interrogation. Convince him to trust you. He owns a small workshop in Chesnadar. I pray that Basil hasn't overestimated your skill set regarding this matter. Best of luck.
I think all of you are freaking overestimating my skill set of diplomacy here, but...
Tell me more about the boy.
He had dark hair. His name was Daniel, though time has a way of rendering such trivial information even less relevant.
And Zask?
Tell me about Zask.
His appearance betrays his age in a least ideal fashion. While he's quite old, he appears ancient. He crafts armor and weapons from his workshop in Chesnadar. While we ironically make the occasional purchase from him, he's been reduced to filling large orders for the Empire. Not exactly ideal work for one who considers themselves an artisan.
It seems I have work to do.
It seems you do indeed.
Part of me wonders whether or not I can murder this dude. So, theoretically, yes. Dang it. Ah, damn it. Well, looks like we gotta get ourselves in league with another individual so that I
Hey, you. The commander told me to give you these keys.
Keys?
Yeah, keys to the gates. We cut off several parts of the desert because of the Varn infestation. Unfortunately, they've taken control of some of our outposts. Now anyone crazy enough to wander the desert needs these keys. Not to mention a big stick. Here.
Did you also give me a big stick? Won't lie, kind of like the idea of being given a big stick so I can, break it down. Another one of these hats. Oh, that flame dagger is actually better than my current flame dagger. And get rid. Oh, requires level 22. Solid. Alright. So now I gotta go back to Chesnadar and talk to a dude. But I really want to check out that arena. Don't offer to fight in the arena. Yeah, that one. Seek out Zask, the only associate of Tursto that I'm still alive. Maybe he'll be able to shed some light on these murders. Let me see if I can't do that really quick. That's a lie. I'm not going to be able to do that really quick. Why? Because I gotta find the place first. And for some reason they built Chesnadar like a freaking maze. So also, I did find out that they do have a tabletop RPG of Two Worlds, but it's more based around the first Two Worlds. And I think it's like based off of 3.5 D&D. Which isn't bad. I actually love 3.5 D&D. If I could play some more 3.5, I would.
Hi there. Can I help you?
I was just admiring your merchandise. Is this all your work?
It is. Interested in anything in particular?
Really big axe.
Actually, I'm job hunting at the moment.
Well, I'm not sure I can help you there. I usually only work with close friends. Family. I'm sure you understand.
But you do need someone. Please. I'm new in town. I work hard, but if I hear the same thing from everyone else in town...
Well, actually, there is something. I've got a special order coming up, but I ran out of dragon scales.
Dragons, you say?
I thought dragons were extinct.
For the most part, they are. Hell, I haven't seen one in over a decade. But back when they commanded land and sky, several factions of dragon slayers were founded. Of course, now they're gone. But I recently came across one of their old hideouts. I wasn't able to search it. It was infested with something nasty, and... well, I'm not as fit as I used to be. Go there and see if you can find any dragon scales. Bring them back, and I'll make it worth your while.
Game, you cannot tease me like this. You cannot say that there are no more dragons and then present me with dragons. Dragons.
What do you need dragon scales for?
You're kidding, right? If well conserved, those things are almost impenetrable. At the same time, they're as light as a feather.
Alright. So how many scales do you need?
I guess 5 should suffice for the time being. Here, take this key. I put a lock on the hideout, just in case someone came across it before I had a chance to give it a proper look over. A simple precaution.
A reasonable one. Dragon Slayer's Den. Oh, I better be able to find some bitch in freaking equipment there. So made a good impression on his ask. The job seems minor at best, but it's work. If everything goes well, I may be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. First I need to find the Dragon Slayer's Den. Yes. Track. Yes, there. Yes. Dragon slaying. Listen. I like dragon slaying. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead, call an episode here. Not 254, although, depending on how I end up playing this game, I might get up there in numbers. Well, we'll return to the Dragon Slayer's Den, pick up some scales, and killing something nasty, apparently. Thank you, everyone, so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you folks in the next video. Take care. Cheers.